Um, so dear hiring manager, as a detail-oriented and tech-savvy professional, I'm excited to apply for the virtual assistant role. I'm in Rachel rather, and I'm confident my skills will make me a great fit. With strong communication skills and proficiency in software tools, I excel in managing tasks and collaborating remotely with to support team and boost productivity. Thank you for considering my application and lots of discuss more about contribute. Okay, first of all, I will say, Chiamaka, thank you for even with a short notice. But the truth is that jobs does not come to you and give you notice ahead of time. So they are jobs you see on Upwork and you need to apply. They don't give you notice before they come. But just for the sole purpose of this class, thank you for doing it with the within the space of time. And it's Sunday. I believe some of us were eating rice and chicken and doing some other things and resting because the week can be so very hectic, right? So I'm going to start with you, with Chiamaka, and then we just take it one after the other because this is very important. So it's not about me coming here with you guys on a Sunday to share my screen. That's the tiniest of it all. That's actually the tiniest, you know. So when I learned virtual assistant, truth is that I didn't know how to write a cover letter. I'm telling you, when I'm trying to do this, I didn't know how to write a cover letter until I paid advance. And I don't know if I've mentioned this. I was paying 10,000 per hour. Per hour. Oh, you guys. Well, first. Now, this is for learning purpose. So we're going to digest it so that when you are now in the real field, when you see a job that really interests you, that tick all your boxes and you want to apply for it, you will be well guided. So I remember that I mentioned during the course of this class, I don't know if it's the first or second class, that when you are sending out your cover letter, when you're applying for a job, you don't say dear hiring manager. Now, even if you don't know the person that must have sent it, you don't say dear hiring manager. When last did you use dear hiring? That was 2021. You don't say dear hiring manager. You say hello, then the person's name. So hello, Amarachi. And in a case where you don't know the person's name, you can now say, probably you have the email address where you are going to send the cover letter to. So if you have the email address, from the email address, it already tells you the name of the company, gives you a glimpse of the name of the company. Because, most people use their email address as their company to create email address for their other staff. So with it, so what do you do? If you know the name of the company and you don't know the particular hiring manager or you don't know the particular CEO or the whatever, you can just say, hello, that virtual assistant girl team. Right? Now, if you know the person's name, hello, so and so. You don't do that hiring manager, dear hiring manager, especially when you're applying for probably a US, it might work in Nigeria, but if you're a freelancer and your target audience are people from the US or people from the UK, they love when you call their names. In fact, that's what gives them that attraction. They feel it's personalized, you are referring to them. So you said as a detail-oriented, tech-savvy, blah, 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 this is giving me ChatGPT and everything ChatGPT, which is not wrong. Because, we are in the ChatGPT age. But what would you have done better? Now, you ignored my pain point. So now I'm saying let's say I'm the one looking for the job. I don't think you read that document very well. So, because none of what you said here addressed either email management or calendar management. So I say pick one of the roles. Now, let me read what the job description says. We are seeking a reliable virtual assistant to handle general tasks such as email management, or calendar management or calendar organization. The ideal candidate will have experience in virtual assistants and be able to work independently. This is a part-time role with a long-term engagement. Now, this looks promising because if you are applying for this job, first of all, it's a part-time, but then if you do well, it gets into a long-term gig. And you know what it is when you are having a long-term gig, monthly paycheck is coming in or whatever. Now you didn't address anything. You didn't address if you were applying for email management or a calendar management. You just went straight into as a as a detail oriented and tech savvy professional, which is not bad. Which is not bad. But first of all, as you are applying for a job, let's say you are applying for an email management stuff. Now you want to speak the language of now the job description is really not detailed, but then what do you give me? What is my pain point? If you are applying for the role of an email manager, you want to manage my email. Oh, you can say, hello, Amarachi. Right? That's the first. Now, what is the pain point? You are not telling me that this is what you can do when you are managing my email. First of all, you are saying I can help you declutter emails that are no longer necessary for you. Oh, and as I'm reading, I'm shaking my head. Oh, this person really knows what I want to do. I can help you label your emails so that it doesn't clog your inbox. So you labeling my emails now let me know that, oh, this person really knows what she's coming to do in my email. I can help you unsubscribe for everything you've subscribed for that is clogging your email. I can help you automate your labels. So as the email comes in, they just go direct to the labeling. So you are speaking the language of the employer. You are addressing my pain points. First of all, that's what the first paragraph does. That's what you're going to do, first of all. Then before the second paragraph, you come and tell me about, oh, your skills, oh, you have been a virtual assistant for over 4 years. This is this is that. You've been able to manage emails, addresses, email. You've been able to manage emails for your client. You might not want to tell them about your client, but you're trying to focus on them, right? This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Then the last part now, before you now come to say, thank you for considering my application. I'd love to discuss how I can contribute. Now, you didn't give me your call to action. You just said you want to discuss. Okay, fine. Okay, I can leave you there. Your call to action might now be something like this. Do you have a 30 minutes in your calendar that you can hop on a call? Oh, and I'm going to find my calendar to check. Oh, I have a 30 minutes and I can give you. Or if you can share your calendar link with me, I can schedule myself so that we can hop on this discovery call together. Now, what have you done? You let me know. You let me know that you know what you are doing. You not just come telling me this. That no, you've been able to. So now let's say because sometimes Upwork does not give you like the full details of the clients, their company, blah blah blah. But let's say now, even in your 9 to 5, now this is not just only for freelancers. Even in your 9 to 5, for example, you are applying for a job. Let's say there's this company that you've told yourself you really want to work with, and you want to apply for this job. What do? You don't just no. I think I sent that thing. I don't know the time. Probably around 2. Let's say 1 2. Let's say 1 2. Even if I sent it around 3, at least you have like an hour or an hour plus to do your research. Now, what I research? If you are doing 9 to 5, you're trying to research this company. What do? You will check in the website. You're going on their LinkedIn profile. Now, the website you are checking, you are saying, oh, okay. Probably in the website they don't have. Let's say it's a company that has to do with scheduling. Now, maybe they don't have any scheduling this thing link on their website to ease people's stress. Now you are jotting all those things down to let the person know in your discovery call. Oh, this is what I saw in your website. Now, what I'm telling you is not far-fetched. When I got a message, the recent client I'm working for, She she was hiring me to be a scheduling assistant. The truth is, I have never managed anybody's calendar before. Okay, except like my one of my long term clients. Oh, his calendar is not really what is in it for him. There are a lot of things I do for him as a executive virtual assistant. But this woman she wants me to just be her scheduling assistant. And there is a whole, oh my God, I've never done it before. In all honesty, I have never managed anybody's calendar so detailed like that. But what did I do? Oh, I took my time. She gave me her website. I went to her website. From her website, I went to her LinkedIn. I used ChatGPT. I did a full detailed research on what I was going to tell her during the discovery call. Ooh. And when I started mentioning those things during the discovery call, she was impressed. No, this is what separates you from some other virtual assistant out there. I actually do hope you guys are taking notes because this is not a virtual assistant thing. This is live. This is. I was listening to one lady that I listen to all the time. In fact, I would even begin to call her my role model in this virtual assistant thing because oh boy, that lady knows a lot, and I'm learning a lot from her. She said something, and I think Ade as well as everything. That is not a job problem. A lot of people don't know how to put their stuff in words. So I've been able to break down Chiamaka, please, Chiamaka, with love. Take it with love. Take it with love. And to everybody here, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not. As of this thing yesterday, I was on YouTube with this lady I'm telling you I learned a lot from. I was on her page for over an hour. And maybe one of you will still get to see her page in one way or the other. You will see my comments. I'm like, oh, Coach me, thank you. This is because you don't know it all. You can't even know it all. Now let's move on to the next. I have to open this. Who is this person that I just opened this document? I need to say thank you. First of all, I've not really read Augustine. I've not really read what it says. I just opened it and it opened. It actually means you follow you paid attention to detail. Because when Raymond submitted the assignment, and I'm like, what? I can't open your document. And he said he gave me I said he did not give me access. If he gave, I said because in the document that Mr. Solomon submitted to you guys, it is in blue. I specifically, I think I intentionally had to put it in blue color, the words in blue color, the text. And I said how to share, put it anyone with a link so that anybody with a link can easily open it and see. Raymond was telling me he didn't give me access because as I opened it, it was asking me to request access from the original person that owns the document. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Augustine. At least it actually showed me that somebody read what I posted. And then she said, "Yeah, Michelle," which I love. But let's use "Hello, Michelle." If I even say "Hey, Michelle," they don't care. I realize that they don't give a damn. So, Michelle, I hope you are doing well. Oh, I love to use that line. I'm reaching out to apply for the email management role with virtual assistant. For the email management role, okay, that should be an error. I specialize in helping busy professionals stay organized, responsive, and stress-free by taking full control of their inboxes. Here's how I can support you. Oof, I love this cover letter. Now let us hear. She said, here's how I can support you. Organize and declutter your inbox using labels, folders, and filters. Respond to routine emails promptly and professionally. Flag high priority messages so nothing important is missed. Handle follow up. Sorry. Handle follow-ups and maintain communication flow. Unsubscribe from irrelevant emails and reduce. I thought I am proud. I'm a proud coach. I understand that effective email management is not just about replying to messages. It is about saving you time, protecting your focus, and ensuring smooth communication with your clients or team. I'm reliable, detail-oriented, proactive. You will not need to micromanage me. I take initiative and ensure tasks are completed accurately and on time. I will love the opportunity to support you and make your daily workflow easier. Thank you for your time and consideration. Then she gave her name and then okay. So the truth is that even if it is ChatGPT or AI that wrote this is brilliant. This is the reason why we use AI to write. This is the reason why we use AI to write. You're not just doing a total copy and paste. Now you are letting AI know exactly what you want, which I'm going to be teaching you guys today. So now, for Augustina, that was a very brilliant cover letter. So just be mindful of the dear and also give a definite call to action. Give a definite call to action, just like I've explained. Let's see the next one. Oh, sorry. My apologies. I think this is Itsu's work. Oh my God. Sorry. That was Itsu's work. I miss. Okay, that was Itsu's work. Oh. Itsu, you did a very great job. See, and you couldn't even call my attention to it. Itsu,
Mike, I can hear you.
why didn't you call my attention to it? I mean, don't know what you wrote again.
No, I knew what I wrote. I didn't want to interrupt you as you were talking. That was
See
why the reason
ahead.
I waited to the end.
See ahead. But that was actually great work. So now
Thank you,
I'm
mom.
trying to open it. Thank you. Augustine, I'm going to quarrel because I just finished giving you all these enough praises and then I'm opening your document and I'm saying I don't have access to it. So how do you want us to quarrel? I don't have access to it. So if you can graciously, please give me access to your documents, I'm going to appreciate that. Let me
Okay,
move
ma'am.
to the next. Thank you. Um, I gave you a step by step on how you can share your documents in that stuff. So this person, let me see, so I don't go and do that same mistake. Josiah. So I'm looking at Josiah's document now. Correct. Hello, HR and hiring manager. Hello, that's good. But you know, okay, we can actually say hiring manager. Okay, let's leave it like that. Because especially in this job description I gave you that does not have anything, it was really bad. So that is going to be pardoned. Application for the post of calendar management. Please also check you didn't give me editor's access, so I can't edit, but there's no problem. Please always double check. There's one thing that I have learned to be detailed in is spelling. Is spelling because the truth is that everybody makes mistake. Oh, I make a lot of mistakes. So what have I learned? I've learned to always go back to before I send. Oh my God, I read my emails before sending like 100 times. So please always check your spelling because here I see you wrote calendar with two L. So check there. I see you're already trying to correct it. So just go down, application for the post of calendar organization. I see you already here. I can see your this thing. So when you just go to that application for the post of calendar organization and you see. Now, this is the beauty of using document, right? This is the beauty of using Google Docs. Because once I have access to your document, I can see whenever you are making corrections to it. I can see the particular time you make corrections to it if I want to check that. Right? I can see that. And I start to say I'm trying to, which is good. Please make corrections on it. I don't have a problem with that. Do that. But don't lie. So I'm writing to express my interest in the virtual assistant role with a focus on calendar organization with strong organizational skills, attention to detail, and experience managing schedules efficiently. I'm confident in my ability to support your daily operations and ensure seamless time management. I have experience handling calendar coordination tasks such as scheduling appointments, setting reminders, managing time zones, and prioritizing meetings to avoid conflict. I am proficient in tools like Google Calendar, Microsoft Outlook, and Microsoft Outlook. Google Calendar and Microsoft Outlook. Okay, let's continue. Ensuring that all appointments are accurately recorded and updated in real time. I understand the importance of time management in a professional setting and strive to optimize schedules for productivity and efficiency. In addition to my technical skills, I'm highly reliable, proactive, and able to communicate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm excited about. I'm available to start immediately and welcome the chance to discuss how I can support you. Thank you. Okay. So, first of all, I just want to just say thanks to everybody that did what I asked them to do. Yes, yes, I eventually saw that. Yes, thank you. Um, okay, Augustina, I'll check that. So let me check Augustina's own because I think I'm going to be repeating everything I'm saying. Hello, I'm Marachi. I'm writing to express my interest in the virtual assistant position with a focus. Let me shift this one side. Please, this is not a class that you will say you are bored and you are leaving. This is not a class you are bored and you are leaving. Boring is part of life. I'm not here to do, oh, for them to love. Don't love me. Just love what I'm teaching you. This is not the class that you said you are bored. Nobody will take time to go through. In fact, what employers are doing right now, they already have like a system, an AI that if you don't go through what they say you should do, your cover letter does not even smell up to where they even need to call you. So I'm not bored. This is the last class. Enjoy it. Where is Augustina's stuff? She addressed it to me, so that should be easy. Yes, to say. My approach emphasizes professionalism, confidentiality, and responsiveness. I understand the importance. I hope that is what it's there. And yes, and in addition to email management, I'm highly, oh God, okay, okay, I would welcome to what are we even talking about? Okay, okay, this is good. This is good. But like I said, the pain points, see, on Upwork, right? You know, what happens in Upwork is I learned that, I didn't know that before, but I learned that the first three lines are what employers see or hiring managers see to determine if they are going to go with you or not. Just the first three lines. That's what they see. It is what captures them. It is that first three lines that captures them that now make them know, oh, let them even open this CV, this cover letter. Let them open it. Let them open it and see what this person is even going to offer us. So if it's not catchy enough, nobody opens it. If it's not catchy enough, nobody opens it. So anyway, I think we've come to the end of that. I just hope you guys have Raymond. I'm supposed to open Raymond's own. I think I already read Raymond's own. And first of all, Raymond gave me a whole resume. He gave me resume, he gave me cover letter. Well, that is good. I think paying attention to details matters a lot. Now there are a lot of things happening, right? If you just go straight to vroom, 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 you're gonna miss out. There was this lady on Instagram that in fact, I think I've seen job roles that will tell you that in order for them to know that you really read it, like you read the description to the end, this their job description is usually long. But for them to know that you read the description to the end, they will tell you, write 10 items in the first line of your cover letter. Now, if they don't see, now let me tell you this experience. A lady on Instagram, she's also a freelancer as well. She said when she applies for this job, everything went well. They were impressed and all. So they told her to submit something. But she didn't read the email so detailed enough. What they asked her to submit, there was something like the pineapple or pawpaw or something, a critical word that they asked her to put there in the first term. So she submitted it. She said, she has the way you can know that someone has read your email. She checked and saw that these people have read her email. You guys, please, there with me. They're having a party. I think I've said this over and over. But for people that weren't here, they're having a party in my compound and there's noise. So I'm trying to like close everywhere and all. So what was I saying? Yes. Now there was no response. I mean, from people that you've spoken to and you guys were so clicking, they were lying, they were supposed to have answered you immediately. 2 days, she sent a follow-up email saying nothing. The third day, she just said, I didn't even go and read this email that they sent again to even know what went wrong. And that was when she now saw that there was a particular word they asked her to put. Because the thing is, your stuff gets filtered with AI. And if it doesn't follow that thing, they just make it, they don't toss it aside. Even it doesn't even get to them. The AI just takes it one, tweets it one corner because it feels it's not something that it is aligned with what they are looking for. So you need to learn to pay attention to details. The truth is that, see, I am learning it as well. Paying attention to details, especially for Nigerians, can be a hard work because it requires you to read line by line. It requires you to read line by line. That's why I pity people that just go from ChatGPT to and just put it. You don't remove the bracket, you don't remove the dash, you don't remove. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, again. Don't even know what I want to say. But this is just like I said. This is one class that is going to benefit you tomorrow. And the thing is, don't rely on it alone. They are changing. Years back, we used to use hiring manager. Now is hello. Probably in the next 3 to 4 years now is another thing that we don't even know about that will come up. So don't rely on this alone. Always have this zeal to learn new things. There are always changes happening. Always changes, right? So let's move into something else that I'm supposed to teach you guys today. So please, if you have any question in respect to what has been said, you guys all know it's not about teaching, it's about who and who is following. So if you have a question, please don't be shy. This is a class that you are going to use tomorrow. It's not that thing that they taught you in GST 101 English class. Life is moving. Yes, Rose.
Okay, Miss, I want to ask, how am I supposed to submit this? I should share my link.
Yes,
The
the Google link. Yes.
I should submit it through the Google link you sent to us.
No. Create it in your own Google Doc. Copy the link and share it in the chat box here.
Okay.
You can ask them, anybody that has done it in the group. I think Josiah has done it, Augustina. Just pick one of them in the group chat and just let them put it through.
Okay.
No
Thank you.
problem. Yes. Yes. So that's all the question we have. Let's go into something else for today. Augustina. Not really, but it's not supposed to be too much. One page is half page. See, there's a job that like this job you guys apply for. Half page is okay. Please though, don't quote me wrong anyway. Freelancers, if you are doing 9 to 5, please be detailed. 9 to 5 is entirely different from freelancers, from freelancing stuff, all this remote thing. Remote employers, they can be very lazy. They don't even want to go. They don't even want to go through the steps of reading long things. So there are no word limit. But sometimes there are some job that will tell you 100 words, 200 words, 300, depending on whatever they tell you. But it should not be more than 1 page. If you don't get any word limit, it should not be more than 1 page. Okay, let's see, Tanya. I see you just 10 years, but I think we're over that. But we just have to proceed with what we have. VP, I think Rose is asking you a question. I don't know who VP is. She's asking you a question in the chat. So please pull her through. Rose, are you still raising up your hand over there? Is Rose here? I can see you're raising up your hand. Maybe
I'm
that's
done. No, I'm done.
okay. So let's go on to the next one. So all I'm going to be teaching you guys today is Google Docs. So now with Google Docs, I wanted to say I will teach you guys Google Drive, but okay, we can do the two. We can do the two because all of them have the same ribbons, the same everything. If you've been able to understand one very well, you can be able to use others. So let me share my screen. If you can see my screen, emojis. I'm really not done emojis today. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's start with Drive. Let's start with Google Drive. Please, you can also hear me loud enough. I know there's a music playing in my background. Please, you can hear me loud and clear. Just give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So today we're going to be looking into Google Drive. You know, Drive is just like an iCloud storage where you store your things. So someone will always tell you, oh, scan your certificate and put it in your Gmail because you will never lose it. So you can also scan your certificate and put it in your Drive. You can create a folder and add it there, and you never lose it. As long as that email, you still have that particular email, you get everything is still going to be there. So Drive is just like an iCloud storage. In iPhone, whatever you store in your iCloud stays there, even if you lose your phone and you're able to log into your iCloud in the new phone that you get, you still be able to get everything from it. So that is just what Google Drive is all about. So I'm just going to be very fast because it's not something to waste time on. Call my attention as soon as you miss anything. So I will just take this one after the other here, what we have here. So for Drive, as long as you have different email address, you're always having your Drive. If I leave this entire Chrome to my next Chrome, I have another Drive in that, to my next email. I have another Drive in that email. As many emails you open, you get a Drive, so it's not limited. So now this is my home. When you are in your Drive, this is what you see in your home. Your home is whatever you have in your Drive. So also my Drive, this is my Drive. So under my Drive here, you can decide to find folders, presentation. I don't have any material result because I don't have any slide here. Anything you want to easily find, you can find a folder under your Drive. You can find a document here. Anything you just want to find, you can find it under your Drive easily. So you can come to this type. If you are looking for a PDF document, let's say you have a PDF document. So instead of just going through the Drive one after the other, you can come on that type and click on PDF. I don't have any PDF here. That's why you're not seeing it. So that is how to find, something. Or people, let's say someone sent you something and you want to look for it. Let me see, Goret. There's no matching result. I don't have any file here that Goreti has sent me. So this is just to let you know how you can find your stuff. You can find from last 7 days, last 30 days, this year, last year. You can do a constant rate for as far back as, let's say you have so much in your Google Drive and you remember that, oh, this was in 2023 that you added this in your Drive. You can go as far back to look for what you are looking for. Source, Gmail, Meets. So computers, if you sync your computer to your Drive, you are going to see what you have in your computer. You are going to see them here. So under the shared with me, just as the name implies, so like this job application now, you can see these people that gave me access to their link. I can find them here under the shared with me. So if someone shared a document with you, and instead of looking for it in your Drive, just go to your shared with me, search for, let's say, a name or anything you remember from that document, you can easily find it. Recent, anything on your recent. Start. So if I should start a folder or anything, If I should star it, let's say I want to star it. Organize. Yeah. So under organize, you see add to start. So if you star it, if I come to start, now you're going to see that this particular one that I have started. So if something is very, very important and urgent, if it's something is a document that you need all the time, instead of going through your drive or whatever to just be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, that is very hectic. Just start it easy. Go to your start. Just have you start in email. Go to your star and find it. Spam, you all know what spam, you know, bin, you know, storage. So now for Google Docs, just like you to buy, just like they buy space in iCloud, in iPhone, iCloud, you also buy in Drive. So, but the original space that you get, the original storage is 15 gig. For this particular email, I did not buy storage. Well, if I should move on to this email, I bought, what's it called? Let me go to my drive. If I should move on to this email, I bought 2 terabytes of space because I need it. Now, let me go to storage. You see, I've not even used half of it, but when I was using the free version, my space was clogged. In fact, I kept getting messages that I'm going to lose some of my things if I don't buy space. And because I use this is like the email I use frequently, so I bought 2 terabytes of storage. Now let's go back to what we are, where we are. So one of the good things about Drive is that you can create as many folders as you want in order to have, you know, organized, in order to be organized. So let's say you are even working for like hundreds of clients, for example. Now, what do you do? And then you have so many documents that are coming for, let's say you have to do clients, then you can go to, if the client has given you access to their email, if the client has given you access to their email, then you can create folders. You can decide to create folders for them to be able so that they can easily get things. So how do you create folder? You come to this plus sign here. You come to this plus sign here. You create a folder. So you go to new folder. Let me just say virtual assistant cohort 1. Cohort 1. I have created this folder. Right? So you can see this folder here. Now I've opened this folder. I want to create a folder inside this folder so that when I open the folder, I can see other folders in it. I don't want to be creating so many folders. Now inside this folder, how do you create a folder? I can create as many folders inside this particular folder. Now this folder already tells you, once you want to know that a folder is open, you will see the title here. Now this folder is already telling me that I'm in virtual assistant cohort 1, but I want to create a new folder. What do? I just click on this drop down arrow here. Click on a new folder that says assignments. Now, I want to have all your assignments in here. I want to have all your assignments inside this folder so that it doesn't clog my virtual assistant cohort 1. Probably what I want to have in virtual assistant cohort 1 is entirely different thing. Now I'll create this folder. Now I've created this folder. I want to create another. You can create as many. Now, what do I want to create inside this assignments folder? Now I want to create something in Google Docs inside that folder. Now I've opened Google Docs, but this Google Docs I've opened does not open in isolation. It has opened now inside that assignments folder. We'll go back to it so that you can be clear. Now let's say I just type something, just something to save it. Assignments. Let me just say Raymond rules. Oh yes. Oh, sorry. Let me just something like this. And title document, come here, put the assignment. Okay, great. Now, are you seeing it now that under this assignment now, this Google Doc that I was already typing here is already here. Because when I opened it, if you go to this new, what you can do is I want to open this document inside here so I can work with it. You can open Google Spreadsheet now and type whatever you want to type in it, just whatever, just so that we can be fast. If I go back to this, my drive now, you see that there's already a Google Spreadsheet. So, or if you don't want to work into this, you want to now upload, you can upload a file from your computer here. Now, let's say you have videos that you want to upload that you don't want to lose them. Videos or pictures or documents you don't want to lose them. You can click on this new this plus sign here, click on file upload. Now I want to upload, let me just upload anything. I want to upload this, I want to upload this. I want to upload this, I want to upload this, I want to upload this, for example. You click on it, that's a file that I'm uploading. But now I also want to upload a folder. I don't want to just upload a file alone. You can upload as many folders as you want here. So you see, now what happens here now? Your document is being saved for you. Till eternity, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's here. As long as you still have access to your email address. This is the best iCloud anybody can have. So if you have a phone storage issue, let's say you keep snapping pictures or you are doing a podcast or you are a content creator or something, just post them in your drive. And if your drive gets full, let's say you don't want to buy storage. If you're a content creator, for example, and you are doing so many things, just post it online. Instagram, TikTok, they're also another way to store your stuff. If you have the money, you can get more storage for as low as 2,000 plus monthly. Monthly, you can get 100 gig, 470 naira. 470 naira. If you want to pay annually, you know that you've forgotten about it. 16,000 naira. Click on see your plans. 16,000 naira. 750 monthly. So you see, it's something that, it's something. So now let's go back to what we are doing in Drive. Now, so under my Drive, my layout is list. If you have your layout as a grid layout, it doesn't mean anything. So if your layout is like this in your Drive and you're thinking there's nothing wrong with it, all of them are just different layouts that you can use. They're just different layouts that you can use. So there's nothing so much in Drive. That's why I wanted us to do this first, so that we can get to Google Docs. There's nothing so much in Drive. It's just a place where you save. If you have any question here, let me know before we move into something else. If you are good, give me a thumbs up so that we can move. Okay, nice. So now let's go to doc. Let me go to my doc. Yeah. Okay. So under Google Docs, we have so many templates that you can use under Google Docs. There's a resume template, there's a cover letter template, there's a project proposal template, there are templates you can use under Google Docs. Yeah, templates you can use under Google Docs. Let's check the resume template. In case you don't know, There are templates that has been given that you can use. So now this is the resume template. Hello, you put your name. It's already highlighted the template for you. You know, your skills, your experience, your education, your awards. So what do you need to do? You just need to put your things where necessary. But for me, for the purpose of this class, we're not doing templates. We're doing blank documents. So this is Google Docs. Just write it. So if you know how to use Microsoft Word very well, Google Docs is actually not a problem. It's really not a problem. So on Google Docs, there are two ways you can title your document. If you don't go here direct, it automatically uses whatever is here. Let's say if you click on it now, it automatically uses whatever is fed here to title your document. But if you have something entirely different in mind to title your document, please, you can just edit this part and title it. But I want it to title as Google Docs. So for Google Docs, under File, you can create new, open, make a copy. I'm just taking my time to do this because this class just showed me that a lot of us not a lot of us, some of us don't know how to use Google Docs very well. So there's no, it's not, we learn every day. So let's say someone gives you a document in Google Docs to edit. Let's say the person did one kind of good design or something on Google Docs and wants you to edit. I would always advise you because I will always advise you to make a copy. To make a copy before you start. I always advise you to make a copy before you start so that in case you need to come back to what that person already has, you can come back to it and you don't start making mistakes that you can't edit later on. I will teach you guys this year, which is very, very important. So you can email whatever is in this your stuff. You can email it. Email collaborators. If you have any collaborators on the file, you can email your drafts. If you, let's say you have a draft work here, you can email it. Download. One good thing I love with Google Docs is that let's say you are working on this place and you don't want to send me just a link. You want me to have the PDF document. You can download it as a Microsoft Word document. You can download it as a PDF document. You can download it as a PDF document. So you can download it as a PDF document, open document format. Anyhow you want to download it, you can download it and send the PDF to the person or the Microsoft Word or anything to the person if you don't want to send the link. So rename, you can rename your document. Please, I'm just going to be moving on. This is not something that would need to take up time because I need you guys. I need us to be able to do something practical before the class ends today. So rename, you can move these documents to any place you want to move it to. You can move it to any folder, you can move it anywhere, but I don't want to move it. Oh God. Can move to B, you can add a shortcut from Drive. So now this add a shortcut from Drive. Let's say I want to add from my Drive. Now this is when I clicked on it, this is showing me what I have in my Drive already. So I want to add this assignment from Drive. I can add it here. But I don't want to add it. There's no point. I just want us to get this. Now, this version history. Remember, I told you guys something. I said, see, anybody, if you are working in a Google Doc document, let's say in a team, you guys are working on the document together. They can be able to find out how when you worked on a document, when you edited the document, when you last edited the document, and all, just by coming to this version history. Now, when they click on this version history, you can decide to say, since I'm the only person that worked on this document, you might not necessarily see it, right? So when you click on this version history, you will see version history. Now, it's saying Amarachi current version, 29th March. This is the last time I edited this document. 1356, which was 14, which was almost 14 p.m. my client's time, 14 o'clock, which is 2 p.m. my client's time. So if I should edit this document now, you are going to also see, that's why I said, oh, Josiah, you're editing, I can see you're working on your document, which is good, no problem. But if you are working with a team of people that you guys are doing a project together, and you are using Google Doc, everybody can work on this stuff together. I can be here typing, another person can be where he is typing, and you don't need to be saving. It automatically saves. That's one good thing about Google Apps. You don't need to save. Let's say I'm working on this document and Raymond is also working on the same document in his house. I'll be seeing it here. I'll be seeing that someone else, because it's also going to be showing me the picture up here. I'm also going to be seeing that Raymond is also working on this document. Josiah is working on this document. Rose is working on this document. We're all working on the document together. And it's going to be saving as it is. So we are working on something and they tell you, okay, when last did you write on it? And you're saying, oh, 2 days ago, and they go and check the seeds. They are just opening it today. So under edit, what do we have here? Just undo something you already know on your top. Command Z if you're using a Mac, or Control Z if you are using a Windows. Command Y and all of it. Paste, copy, paste, blah, 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 blah. If you guys use Microsoft Word very well, you will know. So I can decide to put this document now either on editing format, suggesting format, viewing format. Now you can leave a comment. Let's say I want to leave a comment in this. I want roles to check this out. You can also find what I'm teaching you here now. All these things are the shortcut. All these things are the shortcut here. All these things are here. They are the shortcut here. So I want to leave a comment here. I want to add a comment so that let's say Raymond checks it when he comes to work on this document. Hey, Raymond. There's an error here. Please check it out. So now, if I also want to send, I can edit it. I can add his email if I know his email, but right now I don't think I know his email. But if you know the email of the person so that it gets direct, you just send it and the person gets the notification. You can just say at, now let me click one of my stuff and then reply. Then it will tell you someone needs access to Google Docs, blah, blah, blah. Whatever I want the person to do, I'll do it and then give the person access. So that when the person comes, the person can easily, or let's say you are trying to assign a task from Google Docs to somebody, you can just leave a comment there. And when you are done, the person is done with whatever you put, you can just click on this good here and it's resolved. It goes back to it. There's so many good things you can do with Google Docs. So many good things you can do with Google Docs. So many good things you can do with Google Docs. So you can add an image. Let's say you are working on anything. You can just, and it requires you to add a logo. Let's say you're trying to work on a document for your company, and you are doing. If it requires, just add, go to image, click on this. If it is by URL, you can do that, right? So premium is saying e-signature. You can also add your e-signature, but it's saying premium. Now, there's one thing I want to tell you. So let's say you have a link. You know, there's something called hyperlink. If you are doing a research, for example, you use your Google Docs to do to send to your clients. You are done writing everything, but now you want to reference a link. You want your client to just be able to click a link and get to whatever page you want them to go to. How do you do it? Now, let's say this is the link I want to add. I just click on this and I click on this and I copy the link and I come back here and I click. You see now, he's not giving me as a link form. Oh. You get, it's not giving me as a link form for me to click. Now, how do you make it as a hyperlink so that anybody, even if it's your portfolio, how do you add a hyperlink to it so that anybody can easily click on it and just go to what you want them to see? You highlight it, go to insert, click on link. So set or paste the link. Now I'm copying this. And I'm pasting the link and I'm applying it. Oh, this URL is wrong. Okay. Let's do this. Let me copy the URL of this. Now let me copy the URL of this, which is this. Okay. Copy. Go to your link. So that first URL I copied is wrong, but I was really wondering. So once you highlight it, if it's a real, you know what, when I say URL, it has to be a link, a linkable stuff. HTTPS, that's what a link, like what makes it a clickable link. So you click on it, you highlight it, you go and click on link, automatically it is a link. So now anybody can click on these documents. You get, right? So under your format, you can bold, you can italic, all these things are shortcuts we have already there, but I'm just taking my time to do this one after the other. For people that this thing can be very confusing. Paragraph styles, align and indent, left, right, center, whatever you want to do. Line and paragraph spacing, if you want to add more spacing and more lines to bullet and number, just like you have in your Microsoft Word. So with everything I've taught you guys, you can add on, honestly, I don't think we rarely use it, but if you're writing like a cover letter now, so in order to help your grammar, I think there was somebody I was telling about spelling. So if you are using Google Docs, you can just highlight everything, come to spelling and checking, click on it, it would give you any corrections or on any errors that your document has. Now, somebody also asked me about word count. Once you're using Google Doc, you highlight it, you come to word count, it tells you, it shows you how many counts, how many word counts your document is. So you can use so many things to do with your stuff. So, but the most important thing I want to show you is the sharing aspect. So over here, everything you have here is basically the same thing. But one good thing I like with so you see what we had in the format, you can find them here. All these is are shortcuts. Exactly. Shortcuts. I don't need to go over it again. So, but one thing I want to share with all of you that is very important, because if you, okay, now I want to do something practical. I don't know if any of you tried to copy that document that I sent you guys. I don't know if any of you tried copying that document. If you did, you will find out that you will not be able to copy that document because of how I shared that document. So now let's say you are working in a team and you've noticed that, oh, someone is always stealing your idea. They will go and carry what you have in one document and go and put and do one or two corrections and make it their own. Now you are pissed. What do? You learn your lesson. If you want to share your documents, even when you restrict it to only people that have access to the link, and the person still has access to the link now, the person can still be able to copy it, right? What do? So let's say I put anyone with a link so that anybody in my team, you can, first of all, if you are sending it to your boss and you want your boss to have editing access, I believe there was somebody I was telling, I don't know if it was Josiah. I said, I cannot, because you did not grant me editing access, I cannot edit your document. I cannot edit it. You gave me only viewer access. So if you're working with someone that requires you to give editing access, when you put this thing here and say anyone with a link, you come to this place, you will say, you click on editor. That means you want the person to edit whatever you have there. If you want the person to only leave a comment, anything you put it is how you see. So, but now, I want you guys to only have viewing access. I don't want you to be able to copy my document, edit my document. Don't do anything on my document. Just view it, read it, and go. You cannot copy my documents. What do? You come to these settings that you have up here. Now, you just see now already in these settings now, it's telling you allow editor to change permission and share. If you are giving someone access to your document and you allow them to have this access, they will change the permission, though. They will change it and let it belong to them and they will share it. So, but if you don't want it, you can unclick this box here. I don't want you to edit. See, and now it says here, people who can download, copy, and print. You're not seeing my screen. Is it the same for everybody, or does Josiah needs to go out and come in again? If it's the same for everybody, please let me know. If you can see my screen, oh, please help me to
See,
help
you
me.
can see. Maybe it is network.
Okay. Okay. It's what you which part are you lost so I can come again?
No, it's not far from this shares the next step you did after sharing, like this, the last step you did before this spot that you are in currently.
Okay. So let me take it back. So you see this place now, just there's a setting up here. There's a setting up here. Just click on it. Now I have unclicked on this box. You cannot edit my document. I don't want anybody to download, copy, or even print. I'm unchecking these boxes. So you cannot copy my document. And it has already automatically updated. Now what do? You can happily copy your link and send to anybody. Nobody, except maybe they want to have their time and be typing it word to word from maybe what you have on screen to another. They want to be typing it. No problem if they have that time and strength. If the document is not plenty. Now, nobody can copy, nobody can share, sorry, nobody can edit, nobody can even print your document from there. That's one good thing that we have with Google Docs. So, okay. So the good thing also with Google Docs is that you can join a call here or present this tab to the call. So from here now, I can actually join this call, can join a call here. But I don't want to join a call here because I'm already on a call. Bring the call here. So you say you're already in this call, bring the call here. Or just present this tab. So I don't want to do any of that. So this place is the shortcut for comments. Trying to see if there's anything I've not. So I want to put this in only viewing mode. So I'm not able to edit or do anything. I've done that. I've done that. Let me take it back to editing mode. Yep. So if you have any question, please let me know. We're just going to touch on everything Google Docs. It's basically still the same thing. Still the same thing. If you're able to pay attention to what Rose, have you learned how to share now?
I'm still trying to download I'm installing the Google Doc. That's why I've not done it yet.
You don't need to study when we're already teaching you here. Tell me what you want.
No, I'm installing. I did not have the Google Doc app, so I'm downloading it.
Oh,
It's
the Lord
installing.
is
It
your
has been
muzzle.
taking a long time to install.
The Lord is your muzzle, sister. So yes, I think that's that. This is a very straightforward. In fact, Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Spreadsheet, they are very straightforward. Very. Once you know how to use them, you are good to go. Yep. So how did I change my text color? for you guys in that last part where I was trying to tell you that, what did I say? I think it was a solution. You can change it here. So I'm doing a travel itinerary for your clients, and I'm using, in fact, I'm trying to use so that it's going to be like colorful, not too colorful, so it doesn't look like masquerade. So I'm using Google Docs. Travel itinerary, I'm using Google Docs. There are so many, you can use Google Spreadsheet to do that and all. But yeah. So now this is Google Spreadsheet. Google Spreadsheet is same basically as Google Docs. Now for this Google Spreadsheet now, you can create a content calendar with spreadsheets. It's the same way, it has the same ribbons, the same whatever, everything here. It has the same thing with Google Docs. It's nothing different. It's nothing different. Everything I have showed you there is the same thing here. You can also use this to create content calendar. Yes, you can use Google Spreadsheet to do data entry. My first job, no, my second job I got as a virtual assistant when I started was a data entry role. And it is Google Spreadsheet I used for it. Now, why? Because I can be working on it and my client is picking out the things she wants to go do with it. Everybody can see whatever I'm working on, which is very good. You don't even need to have so many apps that you're working with. It gives you and your client the, to see, this is what I'm working on at this point in time, at this moment, this is what I'm working on. So it's just basically the same thing. Everything here is the same. You can move this as well to that. You can start it here. So as you are typing, it's saving. As you are typing, you're seeing it here, it's saving already. You don't need to click Ctrl S. Please don't click Ctrl S. Now, one distinctive thing about the spreadsheet is, let's say you are typing, you see it keeps going, it keeps entering other tabs, it keeps entering other stuff. If you don't want to increase your stuff like this so that it looks very big, now I don't like to do that. It's a key for me. What do? You just come to these three dots here. Sorry. Usually it's here, but because I've already opened it. So you come to this text wrapping app. I don't think there's text wrapping in Google Docs, but you come to this text wrapping, you click on it, you click on the middle one. I don't know what you see, what you're going to see in Windows, but this is what I have in Mac. So you click on wrap and it gives it to you like this. Simple and short. Everybody goes simple. So that you don't have so many, if not, you need to start going to see what you have and see what you have and see that. No, that doesn't make any sense. Just text wrap it. Another thing you can do, just the way you can do that in Excel, is to merge and center. It's to merge and center. So I want this thing to be in the middle so that I can easily just, it's here. It's not going anywhere. The only thing I can do now is to move it to the center with alignment. And I've moved it. Now, there's one thing that I just remembered that I think I need to. What's that? I think of it. What's in the beginning? This comes in my mind. Just came to my mind. It just came to my mind. Spirit. You can do a lot. Oh my God, please. You can do a lot with spreadsheet. I'm not into what is it called? Data analytics. I'm not into it. That's why I can only teach you. If you're going into data analysis, how do they used to call it? Analytics, yes. So if you're going into that, you can do a lot of math, like calculations on Google Spreadsheet. So let's say you are working as an accountant, they do a lot of calculations and all, and you have a lot of numbers. Instead of you to carry calculator, you calculate what is in A, the role of age, you calculate 2 plus. What will you do? Let me see if I still remember it. I think I did this in GFT, one computer class. You do equal to sum, bracket open. Now, because I don't have, let me have numbers here so that I know that I'm doing it correctly. It's been a while I did mathematics. Okay, so this is, please, if you're not interested in mathematics, you can skip this part. I'm just trying to let you know that you can do a lot of things with with Google spreadsheets. I know that there's someone here that is even a master of spreadsheet and might just be laughing at me like, is it this thing I'm learning? Bro, yes, sorry. So now let's say I want to. So I don't know this. If you get it wrong, we'll learn it again. It's been like I don't do math. So equal to sum, bracket open. Yeah, he's giving it to me already. So let me just take time. So already I did mathematics here. People will not know what I did. So we are already calculated all these things for me sharp, and they have given me the total, which is 377. You will see that. You will see that. See this week below. They've left me to my face. Okay, now let's close for the day. We are closed there.
Sorry, ma, you did equals to sum, then what? Brackets.
I did equal to, let me erase that. Amen. So I did equal to sum brackets. So with the number we have first is in A1. So you will say, so it's already giving me my answer here, Osha. But I'll say A1, right? Semicolon A7, bracket close equal to. Anyway, that's if you are interested in mathematics. You can do a pie chart, bar chart, anything here. If you are doing that kind of serious work, you can do it here. So you can also learn data analysis as a skill if that's something you are interested in. Please, let me stop sharing my screen. I'm tired. To talk is not easy. All right. If you have any question, let me take a water break while you ask. If not, I would ask you guys my questions.
What's the difference between this Google Doc spreadsheet and Google Doc spreadsheets and then the main Google Doc document and Microsoft Word? Is there any difference?
So basically, yeah, just the way you have Fanta, you have Coke, you know. Or no, let me use a better example. See the way you have Dangote spaghetti, you have Golden Penny. It's just little thing. So yes, they are distinctive in their own way. So for Microsoft Word and all of the Microsoft apps, number one basic thing I would say that is distinctive is that you have to save. If you don't save, Otilo is your case. You got to save. It's different from Google Apps. Google Apps says as you work on it. Number two, you see the sharing is different. Microsoft Word, nah, you gonna. So but here you can just share the link and anybody has access to it. Number three, there are just little differences in the ribbons and how it's being fixed and all of that. But above all, we are moving from using Microsoft Office tools to Google Apps. Now, there's also Dropbox. Dropbox, what did Dropbox do? Dropbox took Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office tools, and Google Docs all together. So in Dropbox, just as the name implies, you drop and you drop. You can take a file from Google Docs and drop it in Dropbox. Let me don't confuse you. But all of them are same thing with just different distinctions, little here and little there. Yep, that's that. Little here and a little there. Yep. Now we're done with I think I'm able to say I'm done with my modules. Another thing that you are supposed to know is form. Is Google Form. Let me teach you guys this one. My client just told me yesterday that I should create a Google Form for the company. I said I should create a Google Form. I should create a form where every of the staff member or the team member fill in their details. So let's go to form. let's say you have a client that wants you to do something on Google Form. There are so many forms. They are just forms. There's, but Google Form, I think, is what we have more. So, like you have in Google Doc and others, there are templates. So you have template. Let's say you are doing a party invite, and you want them to fill the form to know who is interested, who is not interested, who is coming, who is not coming. And if you don't fill the form, you are not coming. There are so many. There's an Eventbrite. You can use Eventbrite. There's sign up. But for the purpose of this class, we are going to look at the basic. Because from the basic now, you will have an idea on how to do these other ones. So you want to create, now this template already give you, but you want to create a blank document because your client is probably not doing party invite and all. Now this is the contact information that you can use, but I want us to create a Google form from scratch. Now this is a Google form. This is where you put your title of the form. Now, this is where you can put the description of what the form is. So now I can say this form is to get the contact information of every student, get the contact info of
I can't see
every
your
student.
screen.
Oh. Okay. If you can see it now, let me know. Can you? Okay, good. So I opened Google Form from how we usually open our Google Apps, and this is how it looks like. Let me Command Z. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. So what did I do? I just highlight this untitled form and I type virtual assistant cohort 1. Cohort 1. Come to this form description, because for every form you create, there must be a reason. There must be a description. Don't create an empty form and give to your client. So I want to get, I want to get the contact information of all cohort 1 VA students. So I don't know how many of you have seen form where if you don't put an answer, you cannot move. That is very compulsory. That is filling a form. And you're like, you don't have an answer for it, but you cannot leave there because it keeps taking you back to it again. It's like it's a compulsory form. So this is how they do it. So let me bold this. You can bold it. You can put a link. You can do whatever you want to do. You can even go as far as adding. You can go as far as even adding your logo to it, to this form here. You can add your company logo to it so that people know. And anyone see my screen, please. If you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Chiamaka. All right. So now what do you do? What's the question? Let's make this class interactive. Give me a question, any question that I want to add here. Someone unmute yourself, give me a question. Just any question. What is your any question? Give me a question. You don't know how I arrived here. Okay. That wasn't the question I was asking about. Please, where is this?
Please, I think some of us are having mixed up because as at then your screen was not showing, so we didn't really see how you got to this place. That was
okay. Remember when I told you guys that if you want to open any Google app at all, you come to these 9 dots here and you open. That's what I did. That was how I got to this place. Is that's clear, right? So now, and I clicked on Google Form. This is form. This is what forms look like. And I clicked on it. Immediately I clicked on it, I opened here. So now this is the template I was talking about. You can see a contact information template here. If you click on this template now, you'll see it already has templates for contact info. It has the email, it has the name, it has the address, any contact information that you want to put. You already added something. You can add your logo in this place. But I don't want us to use the form. You can see RSVP. You have a party, you want them to RSVP. Are you coming? This is another template. Can you attend? See now, this is a picture. They already added their logo here. Or any picture. It's a party stuff. Events RSVP. Can you attend? Yes, I'll be there and all. This is just templates. These are just templates. But I want you to be able to know how to create it from scratch. That's what I'm doing. So I clicked on blank form. I came here and I said virtual assistance cohorts. Now this is the title. I'm titling it. And I said, let's say VA cohort 1. That's what I did. And under the form description, I said, always have a form description so people know what they are feeling. If your form does not have a description, people will not have an idea what they are even signing up for in the first place. So, and I said, get contact info. Info of students. That's the shortest of description I can use. You can go as far as adding more if you want. Now, the question I was asking you guys to ask me was a question we can add on the Google form. So now, since it is a contact information, what is going to be in contact information? The first thing is you are asking of the name of the person. You can say there are some forms that tell you first name. There are forms that tell you full name. So just depending on what it is. But for the purpose of this class, okay, let's even say first name first. Now, I don't want to use this option that is telling me option 1 and option 2 because first name requires you to type, not to pick a yes or a no answer. So how do you get that? You come to this multiple choice here. You click on it. You click on short answer. Because what I'm requesting of you is a short answer. It's not a multiple choice question. It's short answer. You click on short answer. Then you answer. First name. This is where the person is going to type the name. Now you've created first name. There is a last name. How do you create it? You come to this add question here on this roll here. You see it here. Just follow my cursor. Come to this place, you click on it. This is where you continuously add more questions if you have. You come here and say last name. So if you fill forms, like let's say form at all that you will see first name and last name, you see I put short answer. Now I want to put another one that says you can, as you continue to go, you can put email address, but now I want to put something that gives me multiple choice. Are you a male or a female? No. Yes. Are you a male or a female? You've seen this in forms before. So what do you do now? Instead of saying just option 1, you can come here and click male under the option 1. You see where they say add option. You can say female, add option. Well, if you are filling a form for the US, we have a lot of them and she and they, whatever. You can say prefer not to say. Now there are people that prefer not to tell you their gender. You can put that as an option. So we are done with this one. Now I want to create another question. And this question is next of kin. Because I'm trying to get the contact information for VAs. So next of kin, probably someone I need to reach out to if I'm not able to get my students. Now is short answer. So this is how you create your, what's it called? Your form. That's how you create your form. So now if you want to add image, you click on this add image. I don't think I have any image here, but let's see. Let me see photos. I don't think I have any image here. Just shared with me. Okay. So you just click on your drive. You click on that. Let me upload one second. Let me upload the photo. Let me just upload it. Okay. Yes, I want to upload this thumbnail. So it is not only at the top here that you can apply a picture. Now I want to apply a thumbnail and I'm saying image title, anything. So let's say you want to continue the next question and you are good to go. Now, remember when I asked you a question, I said, not a question, I said, have you seen those forms that you fill and they tell you it's a required form? How do you make it required? You just come to this place and click required. That means the answer is a must. They must not leave there without giving an answer. They can decide to put not apply. You can come here. Of course, your first name and your last name is a required answer that you must give. You give that. So if he wants you to give a description, required as well. If you don't want it required, just leave it like that. Already, any required section you see this red asterisk there telling you that it is required. So now, when you are done with this, you want to be able to. How do you want your responses to come in? It's not just about doing the form. Me, I always prefer my responses to come in through my spreadsheet. So anybody that is responding to my form, it goes directly into a spreadsheet. You come to the responses. You will see here, link this response to a sheet. When you click on it, it automatically creates for you a new sheet. So you click create a new spreadsheet or select existing spreadsheet. I don't want to select existing spreadsheet. I want it a new spreadsheet. What do? I create it. Now it takes you straight to that new spreadsheet. And what do you see? You are going to be seeing that the questions you have there is going to appear here. You see, you're going to first name, last name. Are you a male or female? Next of kin, supposed to be next of kin contact. So as they respond to you, it appears here. And any response they give on the form, it appears here. Now, what does this do? It helps you track. It just helps you keep track of it, nothing more. If you are doing this you can make this a quiz to assign point values. Now, this is under the section. If you want to do a quiz, you can make this a quiz. Now, under here, you can manage how they respond. Do you want to collect the email addresses? Me, I say do not collect. I don't need the email address. Do you want to send responders a copy of their response? There are some forms you fill that you will get a copy of the response. This is where they will just click it on the settings and you will get the copy of what you fill. And all of that. So now, how do you now get your form? How do you get your link to this to share to people? You come to publish. You have to publish. Now, anyone with the link, you publish it, you get your link. Now, you copy the link here, or you can even shorten the URL. I didn't shorten it, but you can shorten the URL with the option there, and then you can start sending out your links to people that you want to fill the form. So let's even assume that you already have your question in your Google Doc. You can come to this import question here, just immediately after here, and then you can import question. You can add title or description, you can do this, you can do that, you can add a video, you can add another section, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. And that is how you can create a form. Now, if you have a better understanding of Google Forms, you can now be able to create forms using sign up. There's something called sign up journeys. You can use that. If your client say, "Oh, I don't want you to use Google Form," have you used sign up journeys before? You can use that. Now, there's another also thing that this is not a form, but it's a doodle poll that you can use to. That one is a whole different material. Let me don't go there. So there's also Eventbrite that you can use as well, right? Omuchineke.
Hey,
Okay. Why am I not seeing Zainab in my class? Oh well, there's a recording, which is good. Kelechi, thank you. Rose, stop laughing. Rose, I gave you an assignment. I've not forgotten. Okay, so let's just see this free 20. We have 20 minutes, and I'm proud of talking. You guys, I'm sorry, but well, to talk is stressful. So if you have any questions from way back, because this is the let's just make good use of this opportunity. Right? I think someone even came to my DM. I don't know if it is Rose. I don't know. Somebody came to my DM and I was so busy that I couldn't even respond to the person. So now this is the time you have to ask me questions that I'm not busy for. This is your time that I'm giving. If you have any question, even if it's not anything related to what you have been taught, any question, probably something you've seen in any BA thing and you want to ask that you need clarity on. I'm here, ask me. I'm not going to get tired of answering your questions. So ask me. Ask so she comes to my DM. Ask now. I'm muting myself so you guys can ask questions.
mine is not more of a question, but I don't know. Okay, no, these are last class that we are doing, and I feel after here there are things we should respect. Okay, as a good teacher that you have been, what will you an input you give to us being the last class? Like you said, you would be busy, so we don't know if we can reply on WhatsApp and the rest.
Okay, I didn't get your question. I only heard as a good teacher that I've been. What came after? I did not know what you said. Ask.
Ma, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I said it's not more of a question, but it's like an input. Since this will be our last class and most of us will be going into the virtual assistant world. So this being the last class and you might not have chance again to like answer some questions for us. What are the few things you feel you can tell us that will help even when you are not there?
So there is a whole lot, right? But I can give you an example. What I did before, yes, I have the ChatGPT prompt. I'm going to, talk about it before the class ends. So what I think I can tell you that nobody told me when I started is if you want to go into VA properly, right, aside these skills, be in a place where clients can see you matters a lot. I think I said this in the first class. This is what I'm going to say again. Being in a space where clients can see you matters a lot. The truth is that, see, now there's one thing I do know that the race is not to the sweet. It's not about how intelligent or how good or how positioned you are, right? But sometimes I do know that the universe always trying to work on our favor. So how are you positioned? Okay. I was while I was doing my research, I saw a list of sites that you can apply as VAs. I was going to copy that down, but I said let me even just go to listen to the end of the video so that I don't get distracted. So what I can do, by the grace of God, because I still have a job to look into for a client. So but what I can do, I can get the site of the websites. I think there are about 3 or 4 that I saw, and I will send to Mr. Solomon to send to you. So that in your free time, you can just play with it, apply. See, let me tell you, don't get sad if you apply 1 to 10 times and you don't get any feedback. There's a lady that I saw on Instagram that sent applications to 2,000 companies, and she kept getting rejected. You know the good thing, one company took They said just give try her out. And when it because she's into content. When she took that one, other people that have rejected her even started coming back. So don't get discouraged when you keep applying and nothing is happening. Just continue. So I will send those what's it called? The websites for you. I already have it looking at me. I will just write them down, send it to Mr. Solomon to send to you people so that you can use that to apply. Please apply. Don't say you are waiting until you are done with your service year. It will not be too good. There's a saying that if you are doing an ad to get 100 people or to get 10 people, you have to do an ad that reaches 100,000 or 1,000 people or 2,000 people to get 10 people. I learned it from somebody. So if you are looking for a job, you need to start now to start applying. You don't need to be perfect. Just go through the app that the website I'm going to send to you and do that. So yes, that's one. If you have another question, please ask why I'm thinking of something that I can leave you guys with that is really, really very important that has helped me.
My promise to show us how to use a LinkedIn.
Eh? Kinini, it's chat GPT, not LinkedIn. Yeah, I will show you. You don't know where YouTube is to not learn how to use LinkedIn. Rose, I'll beat you. So,
My own,
okay,
hello, ma.
yes.
My own is this LinkedIn account is being more of issue to me. After I created it, for me to log in, I was told that my LinkedIn account is restricted. I don't know. I've been battling for
Um,
it for a very long time. I don't know
I
what
think
is the problem.
I think someone also sent me a voice note with that. I don't even know who the person is. Okay, so for that, I really don't know. But what I think you can do is try and see if you can reach out to LinkedIn customer service. Right? I know that they have a customer service. If not, try to open another account. There has been a
All right.
lot of um, there has been a lot of changes happening in all of these websites. Me, I opened my LinkedIn in 2013 and 20, I don't know when I opened it. So, but at that time, they were not as strict as they are now. But one thing you can do, contact customer support, Google it on Reddit to see, like Google it on Reddit to see if any other person have that problem and how they fixed it. That's number two. Number three, use YouTube to see how you can overcome that problem. Number three, you can also use ChatGPT. See these four things. This is what I think you should do. So who have
Thank
another question?
thank ma I
Me,
have
me, me, I
question.
have a question. It's not, I
Okay,
don't know
wait,
if
wait.
my
Let
own
me
is
take
a
testing
question.
on it. Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you. So what I wanted to say is that since this is our last class, is it possible for you maybe you can have a group, like a support group for us in case we have some questions, because you are very busy. So if it's like a support group and all, you are always out, maybe we can tag you to ask questions and all that. I don't know if that's possible.
Raymond, you can create a group chat since you have every other person. You have my number and add me to it.
Okay, ma.
That's
Okay,
fine,
ma.
right? Thank you. Okay. So chat GPT prompts. Now, a lot of us use chat GPT the wrong way, right? Like the wrongest of ways. I was using chat GPT the wrongest of way until I found out how to prompt and I got better. Now, what most of us do in chat GPT is give me a LinkedIn post or give me something. How dare do you use chat GPT? Those things are AI, it's garbage in, garbage out. And there's one thing with chat GPT. Chat GPT know how to chat GPT know how to chat GPT ChatGPT, sorry, give me a second. Adore. Sorry, please give me a second. I'm here. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So a lot of people don't know how to use chat. You just go there, you just take it and say, chat GPT, give me this, chat GPT, give me that, blah blah blah. Now, if for people that use LinkedIn, let me share what I use for my LinkedIn. And I don't just use that. It might not interest you, but let me share it. Oh, Allah, for who they do continue. So this is what I use for my LinkedIn. I've posted it here. It says I wrote this LinkedIn post before. I always write my LinkedIn post. In fact, I have a book, a very big book, where I call that is my journal, that I dedicate 1 hour. I'm not too consistent with it now, but 1 hour every day from 9 to 10 that I write ideas that come to my head for LinkedIn. I always write ideas. I always write ideas on it. So when I write those ideas in my book, I take those ideas to LinkedIn, like how I want it to be. I take it to ChatGPT, and I tell it this price. I wrote this LinkedIn post below. Do not rewrite it completely, because if you give them access, they'll go and write anything for you. Do not change my tune. It is very, very, very important that ChatGPT or Claude AI or any AI tool you use does not change your tune, because tune is very important. So do not change my tune. Do not make it sound corporate or overly motivational. Me, I'm a very friendly person. So whatever I post, I always have it to have this friendly tune in it. And then your job is to strengthen the hook, improve clarity, tighten the structure, remove repetition, make it more engaging, improve flow between paragraphs, strengthen the CTA, keep my natural conversational tool. I have a very natural conversational tool. Keep my simplicity. I don't like to write grammar, plenty in LinkedIn, because people get tired. What most people do in LinkedIn is they just can't through blah 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 blah. They don't. I come and tell you thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing, Babu. Do not overcomplicate my words. Give me a strong and compelling ending. The call to action. Here is my draft. Now, what is my draft? My draft is now that thing. That's my idea that I have written. I now type it on ChatGPT. When I type it on ChatGPT and I send, everything here, it starts to, it now gives me what I want. But I don't end here. When it gives me what I want, now this is solely for LinkedIn. I'm coming to other places. I've learned this one from a lady in LinkedIn, and it has been helpful. In fact, it took my LinkedIn post that does not have any impression at all when I started using that thing that lady said. And I'm sharing it with you people because there's no gatekeeping. Everybody needs to grow. It took it. My LinkedIn post used to get 5 impressions, 60. I don't even care about impressions, but that's the early that. It took it and I started having 290 impressions, 190 impressions. Woo! Sometimes I'm looking at it, I'm like, small me, I'm not get impressions. So when it is done, giving me what I want, right? I now take this thing one after the other that I have sent to you guys now. I send it one after the other. So when it's done giving me what I want, I now tell it, pretend you are someone who hates this particular topic. Because the truth is that the idea or the experience you have, the Bible says that there's no temptation that is not common to man. So whatever you think you have, someone else has already gone through it. Someone else has already gone to have that idea. Someone else has already gone through that experience. So a lot of people would have written on it already. But now I now say, pretend you are someone who hates this topic. What would you criticize about this post? And then into now where his critics and start giving you critics and tell you, oh, in order to make this sharp, in order to do this, in order to do that, this is what you need to do. Now give yourself content. If you go to my LinkedIn, you would just, I don't know how I will tell you to go down there. Let you go and see what the nonsense I started writing from January and the difference now. So when I tell you, pretend you are someone who hates this topic, what would you criticize about this post? Even after it has given me what it has criticized and I have edited, I have updated it, I will go again. You are a 9-to-5 professional scrolling on LinkedIn during your break or during your morning hours. What's your gut reaction? And I put all these things there. And it clears your post for you. So what AI does, it does not help you write. AI should not help you write. It should not help you write your cover letter. Because I read a whole lot of GPT cover letter from you guys. I should not have to write your cover letter because the same generic thing is giving you, is the same generic thing is giving to 10,000 people that are putting it there to write for them. I think I sent you the letter in the class. Yes, it's Amarachi and Azubu. You will see, I think this picture I have here, I think that's what I have in the picture. If not, but if it's not it, you will see me on a that virtual assistant girl. I think a white top. Is it that this on a white top here? So CCA is called call to action. So call to action. Now, what does call to action do? It's telling people to, now your call to action is either telling people to comment or asking people to do one thing or the other. Let's say you are sharing an experience. Now your call to action is, have you ever experienced this? Share in the comments so that others can learn. Have you ever done this? Or better still, there are so many ways your call to action can go. But it's something that is propelling other people to relate with what you already shared. So if you go on Instagram, you see people talking about how maybe a story or their, from success, from poverty to success story, it's something relatable. And you see people sharing their own. So there are calls to action that propel people to tell their own story, to share in the comment section. So that's what call to action is here. So now, these things are prompts. Just don't go there and say, write this thing for a virtual assistant. No. Now, what can you do? Now, let me share with you something I did. Let me go to my chat GPT. I created a project. You can create a project in your chat GPT, right? Where you just what the project does is, I don't even know how many of you know how to add project in your chat GPT. Let me go to my project. Let me go to my writing. So recently, because I was already, my ideas were already failing. I was not, whenever I start writing, I feel I don't have ideas again. And I went to ChatGPT because if not, why not? Now, this is what I said. I did not just go to ChatGPT to tell it to give me content. Now, I did not go to ChatGPT to tell it to give me content. This is what I told it. For it, that it gave me a lot of content. I say every day I take 1 hour block to write ideas, so strategies for my LinkedIn. But I'm running out of ideas. As a LinkedIn expert, I'm posting it here so that people will see it. Now, hear me. I did not just carry it and say, ChatGPT, give me LinkedIn content calendar for LinkedIn. If you are typing on ChatGPT or Claude, you must clarify. There must be clarity. There must be not just clarity. Context. There must be context. What do you want ChatGPT to do for you? It is not AI is garbage in, garbage out. It is whatever you give it that you tell it. So you must clarify the context. What are you doing? You are defining the situation. You are giving it background. Now, what led to this task? What is the industry you are in? Now, if you see here, you guys can see what I'm putting in the chat. You can see what I'm putting in the chat.
Yes.
Thank you. So now, what you are seeing here, this is me. I'm giving ChatGPT. I'm giving it clarity. My phone is off. Sorry, Josiah. It's recorded. I'm giving it clarity. I'm telling it, this is what I am facing now. And I told it, as the leading expert and a professional virtual assistant, with over 2 years of experience, which is what I have, I don't want to write generally without talking about what I do on LinkedIn. My LinkedIn why, my strong why is to share my life experiences as a virtual assistant of every task I have done, every research I have done, every project, every lessons I have learned, every experience is my mistake. I want to share. See, my LinkedIn is a place where I want to share my story so that other aspiring virtual assistants can, that, because the truth is that working remotely can be very boring. So other people can learn from me. So the aim is to get clients from LinkedIn, help new VAs learn a thing or two from my experiences, start reactions and engagement from other professional VAs, and hear them share their experience just from the sorry, this is not really that clear. Just put it there. Just from the truth that my post gives. For starters, give me content pillars. You know, there's a difference between content pillars and content ideas. There's a whole lot of difference. So I said, give me content pillars and content ideas that I can write on that touches on everything my wife stands on. And I said, let me know if you understand. I'm not going to give me something generic. And he gave me content ideas. In fact, two of the content ideas and the content pillars he has given me, I have written on it on LinkedIn. I think that's the last two that I wrote. I think one was last week. I wrote about, I can't even remember. But if you go on my LinkedIn, you see the two there is what I got from this thing. He didn't give me things generic. He gave me something that could trigger the idea that I already have in my head. Because the truth is that you guys, everybody have ideas, you have experiences. It doesn't matter how small, write about it. So he triggered the idea. And immediately, do you know what I just need to do? What I just need to do, oh my God, what I just needed to do was just to get a glimpse of what I need to write. Imagine, there's one content idea I see here, a mistake I made as a virtual assistant that taught me a big lesson. Oh, I've made so many mistakes as a virtual assistant. You know, that is a content idea I can share so that other virtual assistants don't experience it. Or if you experience it, you can share so that other people too can write about it. Now, this is how to, you don't just go to ChatGPT. No, you give it clarity. You give it content. Very important. You don't take your CV and say, write this cover letter. You carry the job description and say, write it for me. No. First of all, use your head. Write it first. Your objective, what do you want it to do? You need to be crystal clear. You need to take the exact outcome you want ChatGPT to give you. So, you know, this is the end game. At the end of the day, people see what I did here. What did I tell you at the end of the day? Give me content pillars and content ideas that I can write on that touches on everything my wife stands on. You know, this is my objective. Yeah, that is how you write. You have to tell it to act as something. When you tell ChatGPT or AI or anything to act as a virtual assistant, it begins to think as a virtual assistant. If you want it to act as a graphic designer, it begins to think as a graphic designer. If you want, you can provide examples. There are some prompts I give on ChatGPT, and I tell you, for example, this is it, and it gives me something clear. Now, if you see here, another thing I did add in my audience, everybody have a target audience. Everybody, and I actually put it here. I said, one, aspiring VAs. Everybody have a target audience. Who are your target audience? If you don't know your target audience, you'll be confused. You cannot say my target audience between age 11 to age 20, for example. Or my target audience is between ages to age that, for example. They are old people, they are this, they are that. Give it context. Use ChatGPT. Set ChatGPT to update my Fiverr profile. Right? When I wanted my Fiverr profile to be updated, I didn't want to pay anybody. I used ChatGPT to update my Fiverr profile. I gave ChatGPT. Okay, another thing that you guys need to do on LinkedIn. I actually learned this on LinkedIn. How do I explain this to you guys now? If you guys go to your LinkedIn, for those of you on LinkedIn, if you go to your LinkedIn, there's how you can download your LinkedIn profile as a PDF. Take it to Claude. Let me see if I still have that prompt so that I can share with you guys. If I still have that prompt that I use to LinkedIn profile audit and optimization. Let me see if I still have it. Okay, yes, I still have it. Now let me copy this. If you want to optimize your LinkedIn, I learned this from LinkedIn as well. So if you want to optimize your LinkedIn, after you've downloaded your LinkedIn as a PDF, take that document to Claude AI. Don't use ChatGPT, please. Use Claude AI. Then use this prompt that I've just posted here. As a LinkedIn strategist, audit this profile, find errors that prevent people from hiring. Use this thing, just put the prompt there. Put your bid your document here, and you will see the kind of edit that Claude AI will give to your LinkedIn. It will be so beautiful. Fine. It is garbage in, garbage out. It is whatever you give. If you give your AI a good prompt, it will give you a good result. If you give it a bad prompt, it will give you a generic answer. Well, I'm tired of talking. You guys have tried. All right. Thank you so much. Please, if you have any question as what I said, Rose, I think you wanted to ask me a question. Please, sorry, I forgot.
No, you
Please
already
ask.
answered, ma. You already answered. It's about the
Okay.
linking.
Okay. So, if I were you guys, I would copy those prompts I sent in that place. Copy it, put it in your notes, and start using it immediately. Now, it's not just only for LinkedIn. Use the step by step there, the clarity, objective, whatever. Just see, let me tell you the truth. Tell ChatGPT your story. Oh, this is who I am. Let me tell you, there was a particular time, I think it was last year, when I got my first client. I'm not here to lie to you people. Everybody have how they've grown. When I got my first long-term client, I started working with him. I didn't get any job until after like 6 months. I didn't get more, but I was just working for him. I wasn't even applying. That's the truth. I wasn't even applying because I didn't want anything to stress me. I was getting to understand his business. I was handling so many things. But then I was still getting from Fiverr because every client, in fact, more than 10 clients I have worked with all came from Fiverr. I didn't need to apply. Now that is God's grace upon my life. And I don't take that one for granted. So I didn't need to apply, but they all came from Fiverr. But after 6 months, I wasn't getting any clients from Fiverr. It was as if my Fiverr was invisible. I took my Fiverr, I took the gig, I took everything, I took it to ChatGPT. And I said, see, I haven't gotten a client for over 6 months after I got optimize my profile. I gave it everything it needed to know, everything I was going through, everything that was happening on that account. I gave it so that you can be able to give me something meaningful in return. That is how you use ChatGPT. So I hope this has been able to help you guys learn a thing or two about how to prompt better and how to use ChatGPT better. Now you can use this in application of jobs, anything, even to write emails for your clients. You can use it. I use it a lot. ChatGPT has made my life easier. And I will tell you for a fact, there's no hiding it. AI has come to make our life easy. There's no point in hiding it. But if you don't know how to use it, it becomes a problem. When you're not able to use it, it becomes like a lifesaver for you. So that's that for today's class. We've already exceeded, we are 7 minutes, exceeded our time by 7 minutes. Yes. And I hope you guys just let me know how it's going with your career. I've told Raymond to take a group chat.
Thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
I'm going to miss you.
We're not missing it too much now. I've already told Raymond to create a group chat and then you will add me into it so that I can still answer questions. And if you get a job, one thing I think I'm going to do for you, if you get a job, if you get a client, thank you, Kelechi. I received my flowers. If you get a client and you are confused, you can still reach out to me from the group chat and I will attend to you. There's no biggie. We're here to just carry each other along.
So,
Augustine, do you have a
someone
question?
like
Your hands are
me,
up.
someone like me that I've
Yes,
not gotten a laptop yet. How do I start, or where do I start from at this point if I want to apply as a VE?
so what you can start from data entry. We didn't do any data entry, but it's not data entry is not really of a big deal. So what is data entry? A client can tell you, oh, I want you to do a research for me for 20 companies. The first data entry job I did, this woman is a traveler. She tours around the world. So not just touring, she's into podcasts. What does she do? She will give me a link of companies, of people that are into podcasts, doing travel podcasts. I would get their email address, I will get their contact information, I will get their name, I will get everything. And then that's where I tell you that spreadsheet, that's where spreadsheet comes in. And then she starts pitching to them. Oh, and she got a lot of invitations. So for you, you can start with data entry. You can download spreadsheet, Google spreadsheet on your phone. Start with data entry. Name of company, contact information of company, email address, website. There are some clients that will do you a favor and already they will give you what they want to appear on your spreadsheet. What you just need to do is just to be putting this the information in it. You can start with data entry. You can start with email management. You can start with calendar management. It doesn't require so much. The way you send emails on your phone, you can start with that as well. I also use my laptop on my phone to manage email and calendars. Sometimes if I'm not with my phone, what do you think? If I'm not with my system to go out, I use my phone to do the urgent stuff, things I know that I can do with my phone. I hope this helps you. Bright Johnson, you have a question. Bright Law.
Yes,
So
ma.
yes, Bright Johnson.
Is Bright Johnson. I just switched to another email. Thank you, ma.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, ma. Thank
Well,
you.
I thought you have a question.
Please, ma, I wanted to ask, you mentioned one, is it Cloud AI or Cloud AI? Please, what's that?
It's just like ChatGPT as well. It's Claude. I'm putting it in the group in the chat box. Claude AI. Let me put the link in the chat box. It's just like it's same thing as ChatGPT, but this one is a higher version. It's a higher version. Claude, I hope I'm getting this correct. Claude AI. Wait, let me get the link a bit better. Let me get it again. So it's just a higher version that does greater things than ChatGPT. The link. Let me just get the link. It's still loading. But you can just go on your drive, your Google, I can do, and just say CloudAI.com. Yeah, let me copy this for you. And use that. It's very, very good. Like very good. Very good. I will advise you guys to also learn how to use it. It's just like ChatGPT. Very good as well. Yeah. Any more questions? Or is there a question I didn't answer? Please just call my attention to them. If
So
not,
I want to ask you a question, ma.
yeah, sure.
I'm sorry I've been on and off in today's class because I've been busy. Like I had a clash of programs, so I just want to
No
know.
problem.
Yeah, I know this is not all about VA. Like all the things we've learned, I know it's not all about VA, but I want to know if what we've learned so far are the most important things, like the key jobs of a VA, so that we can concentrate on it.
No,
Like
no,
I don't
no.
know if you
There
get
are
my
lots.
question.
Yes, I get your question. There are lots, like a lot of things you need. This is just a tip of the iceberg, right? It is just a tip of the iceberg. This is just something, this is the basic. As a virtual assistant, you don't know how to manage email. What are you doing? Google Calendar, what are you doing? This is just the basic. Now there are tools, there are CRM tools that you need to learn. You need to learn. A lot of companies use Slack. You need to learn how to use Slack. Slack is also just like WhatsApp or Google Teams, but you need that. But that's not the thing. You need to learn how to use Notion. You need to learn Monday.com. All these things are CRMs that VAs, that in fact, that keeps you ahead of your peers. Once you're able to know how to use these tools, you are good to go. You need to learn how to use ClickUp.com, Monday.com, and ClickUp. I said Trello. There's Trello. There are so many CRM tools that you need to learn how to use. This is just the basic.
Yeah, I know all
But
about
you can get a good job from this basic. You can get a good job from this basic. I told you I got a job as a scheduling assistant. That's managing somebody's calendar. Even from this basic now that you've learned, you can get a good job from it, and that pays well. As long as you know what you're doing.
All right. So, like for us now that we are still undergoing class, if you are setting up your LinkedIn account, what are you like supposed to set it with? Should you set it as a virtual assistant? Because you have not been certified, like there's no certificate issued to us yet.
Oh,
So, are you supposed to
oh,
set it up as a
hold on,
virtual assistant or?
hold on, hold on. Nobody cares about your certificate. Let me tell you, over 2 years I have been doing virtual assistants. Nobody, no client has ever asked me for my certificate. Nobody cares about your certificate. What they want is you having that confidence in your skill. Nobody, let me tell you, nobody, no freaking body has asked me for my certificate. Oh, I have my certificate in virtual assistant, but nobody has asked me. Right? Set your LinkedIn as a virtual assistant, as a like with your full chest. With your full chest. And then you can now decide that virtual assistant, email management, Google calendar management. You can put it on these two while you are learning others. As you learn it, just take it to Claude AI to do it for you. Or you can even copy what I have on my LinkedIn first. You can copy that and use that. It's not complicated. What I have on my LinkedIn is simple things. You can copy that and use that. As you continue to grow, then you can now tweak it to your own stuff. Nobody cares about your certificate. Nobody sends you. Is your skill, how you're able to hone your skill, how you're able to be confident in your skill that matters.
Okay. Okay, ma. How about people that have like maybe let's assume you have um two or more skills. Is it advice like is it like do you advise someone to use one LinkedIn for all the jobs? Like maybe you do virtual assistant and you do something different again, but online also, maybe graphic design and other stuffs.
That's what I said. There's how you can present these things, right? Just take it to Chat or Claude. There's a lady I know on LinkedIn that sells hair, and she's also doing something on executive assistant. Now she has a way, if she's writing, she has a way she coins it and makes it look so because if you start doing so many things, people will not know what you do to reach
Yeah,
out to you.
exactly.
They'll be confused.
Exactly.
So if you're able to coin it very well, there's how you can start with one. In all honesty, you can start with one. You can start
Okay.
with one. But if you want to still do the two, you can. There's a way. No, let me tell you. Like me now as a virtual assistant, I also do virtual assistant. I do email management. I do. So what I have in my LinkedIn is virtual assistant is not a slash, but you know there's this line divider that they use on LinkedIn. So I have
Yes.
virtual assistant. With that line divider, I have email management. That line divider, I think I have either scheduling assistant or something about calendar management or something about scheduling. So that divider helps you now. So anything you're
Okay.
also posting, when you are posting, it goes in line with what you are doing.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Any other question? I'm giving you people my time today because I don't think we're going to be having as a large class as this again. So if you have any other question, this is your opportunity. Please ask. If not, we can call it a night.